Hello, everybody, and welcome. It's not a particularly special day outside there, but you're welcome all the same. We're nice and snug in here, so you're very welcome to come and join me. Let's bring Keith in, because surprise, surprise, he's my earworm today.
Yes. Hi guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
got a little clump of glue on the screen. Hey ho. Right, good. Okay. Well, I think everybody's seen I should hope everybody's seen what we're going to be turning today. We have a choice of three. So I'll take Keith back off and I'll put the timber up on, which one did I do it on? That one, I think. Yes, there it is. The timber back up on the screen. And we've got a choice of those three pieces. The smaller one, which is on my right, which is on your left, is 6 inches by 2 3/4 or 150 by 70. The middle size one is 193 by 65 or 7.5 by 2.5. And the larger one is 230 by 82, which is 9 by 3.25. They've all got their own little defects. The large one particularly has a fairly large chunk missing on that. So can you see that? No, not really. Yeah, you can see where the mark is there. And it's also got some very large inclusions around the outside. You can see I've filled it with super glue in an effort to try and make it stay together. And it's got a couple of other knots and various other little bits and pieces and a bit missing out of the top. But apart from that, it's rather a nice piece of timber. So let's have your votes for, if we call them, let's find my pen and we'll have them as number 1 there, number 2 there, and number 3 there. I'm drawing this upside down. That's not bad, is it? Right. Cast your votes now, if you'd like to. We've got 2 number 2s so far. A number 1, or 2 number 1s, 2 number 2s. Number 2's winning, I think. Doug Miller, 1, 2, 3. 3 number 1s and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 number 2s. So Robert Darwin's a number 1. I think that still means number 2's the winner. So we'll go for number 2, which is the middle-sized one. It's always very nice to sort of get something that's sort of roughly average. Have I got the numbers right, Keith? So I can't hear you. You must be muted.
You mean I've been talking to
Oh,
myself?
I can hear you now.
You took me out of the show.
Oh, I took you out the wrong way, didn't I? I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
You have been talking to yourself. That's better. Now I can see the timber and hear you.
Oh, God, jolly good. Let's go to the bottom then and see what you've got, because I was talking to myself, going through the chat, saying hi to everyone, and it wasn't working. I've got 1, 2, 3 number 1s, 1, 2, 3 number 2s, another 1, 4 number 1s, 5 number 1s.
Yeah, because they go quite a
And
long
number
way.
2s creep up then. There's 2, 4,
Yeah, I was
another
going to say
6.
they're
So it's
mostly
number 2 at the moment then.
number 2. Okay, right. We'll call a halt to the voting, and we'll settle on number 2, which is that one there, the 193 by 65 one.
I don't think you've seen the last of these guys, because they'll probably come back another day.
I'm sure they will. And they came from Keith originally, so it's nice that they're getting used. Right, I've already made a hole in the back to mount it on the lathe. Shall I put a camera on that shows what I'm doing, just for a laugh?
Right, you okay to keep quiet for a minute, then I'll go
Yep,
quickly run
absolutely.
through the list again. Right. Sid's repurposing. Morning, Sid. Lawrence Begasia, Mike Hugh from Ilminster, myself. Andy's in, obviously, and Andy Best in a wet Gloucestershire camper van. Or a camper van in wet
Sounds lovely.
Yeah, yeah. Doug Miller, Rob Copperell, Lawrence, Chris Dodds, Doug Miller, Barry Fitch, hi Barry, Doug Miller, Paul Heighton, the Greasby Turner, Robert Dolman. There's a lot of you been chatting. Martin Shepherd, hi Martin. First time we've seen you in here for a little while. Martin's a fellow club member. Robbo Robertson. David J. Heath, have I said? If not, I've got second shout. Malcolm Douglas. Greg Alexander. Gav today. Right, if I've missed anyone, I do apologise. Stick your name in there back with a little note, or you missed me, and I will shout you out.
Right, there's a big split right across the bottom there. Base will be in there. I can start sloping. I missed the worst of it. That's all right. Not a problem.
So is it best to put a tenon on there then if it's a bit of a split? Eric Winkler's joined us.
It doesn't go all the way up. So I think I'll probably still use a mortise. This one hasn't opened anything up by doing it in a mortise at the top, so I think it won't be a problem because it's all pretty much close together in the middle there. So let's find me do flickers.
Tommy's workshop's in. Hi Tommy.
Hello Tommy. That's 64, isn't it? So just about there.
Right, I don't know why I can't get a chat on YouTube, but I can't. It's disappeared completely. So
really,
yeah.
Try and
No, it's come back now.
Oh, good. I was going to say try refreshing.
Come back. Yeah,
but good. That's all right then.
Yep. So I've got YouTube as well. So I'm on work on YouTube on StreamYard. I've got a birthday in the chat by the looks of it.
Yeah, who's that then?
Stepdaughter. So Rob saying.
Another Libran.
Yeah, happy birthday, Gav's stepdaughter. And they've got the boy himself tomorrow.
Oh yes.
He's got a birthday.
It's a good month to have birthdays.
Can't really see what you're doing, Andy, from above.
Right. No, because I will be shaping it fairly soon, but that one might be better. Oh, that's glitching.
That's the glitchy one.
Yeah, let's try that one. Is that better?
Yeah, that's got a sort of colour cast to it.
Funny colour. Yeah, funny colour one.
Yeah, don't worry about the colour, guys.
Alternatively, I can re-angle the one that we had shining on the bits of timber. That's a very strange angle to be at. You can see everything's 45 degrees, but it'll do for showing what I'm doing, won't it?
Yeah, before you do anything, do you want to cover your keyboard up? We know what you like.
That's probably a very good idea. It's okay with doing this bit, but when I get to doing the outside, it won't be. Thank
So
you very
Rob
much.
CP's just dropped in as well. Hi,
Hello,
Rob.
Rob.
And Clint at Wood Dancers.
Hello, Clint. Yeah, becoming a regular.
Yeah.
Always nice to see.
So again, as normal, if anyone's got any questions, mark it with a couple of capital Qs. And I will do my utmost to read it out for Andy, and one of us will see if we can answer it for you.
Yeah.
And Chris Dodd's birthday was last week.
Oh, happy birthday, Chris. Another
Hmm.
Libra. That'll do for that.
So it all happened on a cold January then, by the sound of it. Yeah. And
It was a very cold winter that year, I believe.
Yeah, Jennifer's joined us. Hi, Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer. Right, that's the mortise done.
Right, we've got a question from Greg.
Uh-huh.
Has anyone ever turned peach? I
No.
have.
I haven't.
It was nothing more than just a fruit wood. It didn't seem to be very marked, but
So it wasn't a peach of a job then?
no, but that might have just been the piece I was turning. It turns okay, Greg. Not a lot of character to it, but you might have got a piece with a bit of character. And Oscar Anderson has just joined us as well. That's a name I can't say that I've seen.
Sorry, Oscar.
Oscar Anderson?
Oh, yes, he's one of my lads from the men's shed.
Okay. Hi,
Poor
Oscar.
lad.
Welcome,
Tom's friend.
welcome to someone turning locally for you then.
Yeah, friends of Tom.
Okay. I still haven't spoken to Tom.
I think they're at college together, I think.
All right. So you're all more than welcome.
It won't be too long before I've got to decide what shape I'm going to make this, but I'll get it round first. Yes. I've got to turn away the worst of these bits that are missing. That one's nearly gone, but big bit there. I think we may have to lose some of the height on the rim, but we'll see when we get that far.
You might be able to roll it down a bit.
Might be able to, but I'll see. I was planning to turn it back round and turn, there was a discussion, was it yesterday, about using mortises or tenons, because with a tenon you can turn it off. Well, I was going to demonstrate that you can turn a mortise off on this one, but it depends what shape I make it, to be honest.
It should still be flat, so you should still be.
As long as it's flat, I can still grip it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Andrew at Wivey's Woodsheds's in.
Hello, Andrew.
And we have a question from Eric. He says, I usually make a tendon, but I think he means tenon instead of a recess, because I feel it's safer, especially if I've sported wood. Please share reasons for using the mortise. Thank you.
I will indeed, because if you remember the banana bowl that I made, which was that one, if you remember that, that's the only one I've ever had which lost its mounting, which was a tenon on the bottom of there, and it flew across the workshop. So therefore, I tend to go to mortises. I've never had a problem with the mortise. But
Mark's just joined us as well, Mark the gentleman.
Hello, Mark. So yes, that's my reasoning. But I'm not averse to it. I mean, obviously on spindle work, I'll use tenons all the time because you haven't got enough meat.
No, I look at the wood and look at the width of the base, foot, whichever you're going to be making, and
Yep.
then determine whether you can gently squeeze it open into a
Yeah.
tenon, into a mortise, or you've
Yeah,
got to crush a tenon on there.
you got to have enough substance left there where my hand is.
Yeah, particularly where
it's-
your thumb is, because that's
Yeah.
not a lot
For-
of meat there, but
But I haven't
hopefully the
gone very
mortise
deep.
is deeper. Yeah,
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is deeper than this. Yeah, I would. Yes, I will
Mm.
always do that. And then to finish it off, we'll just take the bottom off, take the foot off, or reduce the foot down, and make a feature of something, a little concave or something in there. At the end. But I just feel more secure with a tenon.
Lewis has joined us. Hi, Lewis.
Oh, Lewis.
So really, it's down to you what you want to use, why you use it, the condition of the wood. On exceptionally soft wood, sometimes it's better to expand into a mortise rather than try and crush a tenon. So you have to make the call yourself, guys.
Yeah.
You're the one with the wood, and you're the one that it's going to fly off and hit if you're not careful.
Yeah. If it's open grain, then the grain is not as strong. Therefore, a tenon is more likely to come off. But you're just going to, as Keith says, you've got to judge your piece of wood. Look at it. Let it talk to you.
Brian's joined us after his marathon last night, and also
that was a long one. Well done, Brian.
Yeah, well done, Brian. I didn't see all of it. I saw a little bit to start with, and I saw the last bit. Had to go and watch telly. Alf Keys joined us.
Hello, Alf.
So we've got a good few many in today. There's 34 of you watching. Thank you all very much for joining.
For lunchtime, that's pretty successful, isn't it?
Yes, it's their average sort of numbers.
Has Alison not joined us yet?
No. If she is, she's watching in the background.
Can't see.
No.
Right, let's have a look and assess this piece of timber. See where we're going with it. There's a nice little crack there. Very nice knot.
Is it worth dropping some super glue in there before you go any further?
I did do it very thoroughly before we started.
Okay, so that's been glued then.
Yeah, I went through all three thicknesses of it to get it right in there. So I'm not too worried about it. It doesn't seem to be doing anything, and I don't think it's going to.
Right.
There's a horizontal.
Chris Bailey's has just joined us as well.
Hello, Chris. Yes, I'm not too worried about that split. I can just fill it or something later if necessary. If I really don't like it. No, I'm happy with that. It's quite nice. Go a bit faster.
Someone says Robbo passed a comment. Right, let's go back and see if I can find that. Oh, Robbo says that crack looks like it goes right across. You're pretty close on that, Robbo.
Yep, it's fairly minor here. In fact, it changes direction. It's got two small ones there, but the big crack only goes as far as where I've got the tenon, the mortise, I should say. Comes from the centre of that knot. So I'm not too worried about it. I don't think it's going to do anything. It joins up with all this lot here. But nearly joins up with that.
It looks like that might almost be a crotch.
There's something biggish being grown out of there. Yeah. So it's an interesting piece.
It's quite wild wood, some of that.
Quite a lot of the ones you've given me have been fairly wild, so that's good. I like it. Right, now then, so I think we'll stick fairly simple shapes on this. I'm going to round it off at the bottom. don't think it needs anything too fancy or complicated because the grain's just very nice on its own. So let's take this bit off.
Jennifer's on her soapbox, getting everyone to do the thumbs up for you, Andy. Thank you,
Thank
Jennifer. Always appreciated. Lucy's in.
Hello, Lucy.
By and by, off to Y? Off to WI.
Women's Institute. Oh, quite possibly. She
Yeah.
does a lot of needlework and knitting and crocheting and things.
Right.
She's very much into that, which is.
Okay.
She
Just
does
be
lots of
careful
lovely.
what you say now, mate.
I'm not saying anything out of order.
No, boss is in.
Oh, is she?
Hi, Alison.
Yeah. No, Lucy's made lots of lovely stuff for Alison for Christmas when she was at school.
Okay.
There were decorations and what have you. In
Mhm.
fact, still has continued to do so since.
And Mark Stroughton's joined us, but he says, "Shh, I'm supposed to be sorting out the heating in the shed."
Jennifer's listening.
Yeah. She just said, "Afternoon, babes."
Touching. I don't think I want to do anything very much more fancy than that. I'll take out that lump there, but I'm liking the wood, the grain. Yeah, he's got a nasty lump there, but
yeah, you can overemphasise the shape at times and lose.
I think so, and lose
the grain.
That's right. And I don't think I can.
Go on.
I don't think I can design it better than nature has done.
No. I'm
If
saying
I'm
it's not
honest.
going to be quite as deep a orange red as what Brian's was last night. That was really deep in colour.
Yeah. No, it's going to show more there and there. Just the two opposite sides. All the rest is sapwood, which is interesting. It's I don't know where it's come from on the tree, but it's an interesting piece of timber.
Gaz Glass has just joined us. He says, "Oops, I'm late again. Afternoon all." You're not that late, Gaz.
No, you're all right.
No, you haven't missed a great deal yet. General discussion on the shape and which one to choose, but you're too late for the choice.
What's that line appeared? Oh, I must have shoved the corner of the scraper in. That was silly, wasn't it? It was covered in shavings at the time.
Well, that's your
better.
excuse.
Yeah, it's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Yeah. That's better. I just saw this white line appear. I thought, where's that come from?
Eric Winkler's off to work, so he's going to finish watching later on.
Okay,
don't work
bye,
too hard, Eric.
Thanks for coming
in. Stopping by. Yep.
That's a nice, simple shape. I like that. That'll do me nicely. Okay. I'm not going to fill that now. I will be filling that with milliput.
Right.
That great lump there. It's got a bit of worm in it too, but we're not going to worry about that.
It's probably dead or drunk by now.
Yeah, certainly dizzy. Yeah, I'll get me inertia sander and give that a going over. And I will remember to put the extractor on. No, it's not that one, is it? It's this one. don't know where they. Oh, here they are. I had all my sanding discs on Velcro on this board, but the board gets used for too many things, and it virtually destroyed them.
Mhm.
So I got rid of them. So pardon me, but I should just whack them back on there. 400. 120. These are slightly different grades than my normal ones, but they still do the same job.
You've got them, use them.
Yep. I think they came from Simon Hope, this lot, when I bought the inertia sander.
He does Hermes, doesn't he?
Yeah. But they're they start at 60 instead of 80. And then it's 100, 120, 180, 240, and 400. That's all right. Misses out 320, but apparently you don't need that. So, right, here we go then. Turn the speed down.
So it's going to be, well, it looks like all the a lot of the UK turners this week are using you. Brian
Yes,
used
I was.
you yesterday, you're using you today, and I
Yeah,
should be using you on
on
Thursday.
Thursday. That's
Yeah.
right. I know. I thought that last night when I was watching Brian. I thought, yeah, and I realised you were. And yeah, mind you, my favourite timber. I'm not
Yeah.
complaining.
Yeah. Right. I've just popped in my link for Thursday evening,
Good. Yeah.
and you'll see
Lovely.
me using a bit of you. It's
Are you
possibly
actually?
off the same tree.
Are you
But
casting pewter or
no, I've got a
no? No
precast.
precast. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a decorative one, and there's two different designs.
Mm-hmm.
One's the hummingbird design, and the other one is flowers. I think I can't remember. They're in the workshop now, and I'm not.
I'm sure we'll find out
Hmm.
fairly soon.
But the chat will get chance to choose which they want to see on the top, but they're not interchangeable. So
Oh right. Yeah. So you got to make it to fit one or t'other.
yeah, it's only about eighth of an inch difference, but they've got to be a decent fit.
That's enough to say. That's enough to make it not fit, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's either going to not fit or it's going to fit exceptionally easy.
Yep, it's just coming on well. Just do 240. Probably use Yorkshire grip for this. I think. Oh, get in
That'd be
there.
a good decision if you're going to be putting milliput in there.
I don't want to do it until after I've done the milliput, do I?
Not really,
No. Okay.
if you're going to use milliput, shall we say.
Yeah, I haven't got any black super glue because that's the other way of doing it, isn't it? But I haven't got any of
Yeah,
that. I've never bought any of the Unibond stuff. have to think about that one. And just in case I don't do it with Yorkshire grit, I should do a 400. Okay. Turn that noisy thing off. I know you can't hear it, but I can.
Vaguely hear it in the background, but it is only vaguely.
These are amazing, these microphones, aren't they? That's good.
But it can be finished afterwards, can't it?
It can, and I think it will
Even
be.
if you oil it or
Yeah,
or wax it, you can certainly oil it later on.
I want to fix that crack before I do it. I think so. So I won't finish it. I'll turn it over, do the inside.
So Alf Keys just said sorry, he's put you on mute or on pause. He's got a call from the local surgery to book his booster and flu jabs.
Oh right,
The all important things, Alf.
I've had all mine. Feel much safer for it.
I've had the flu, but I haven't had the flu COVID booster yet.
Yeah, I had mine last week, so I'm feeling all lovely and safe now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do like the feel of you when you just sanded it. Right, okay. That crack looks to be absolutely fine. Hasn't moved at all. So, and that's gripped quite tight in there. So I think we're fine.
Good. I'd probably turn it at a little bit slower speed then, just to make me so that I was on the safe side if it was me. But you're turning it, so
yeah, it hasn't felt at all insecure yet, but it is turned down a bit. So we'll go about 1400. See how it goes.
Mike, no, he's not. I can answer that one for you. You're not making the lid, Andy.
No. I toyed with the idea, but then I thought, no, Brian's made enough lids for this week.
It's going to be a basic, conventional shaped, traditional shaped bowl.
That looks as though that's been filled already with something.
Not from me. Oh, that's bark. That's where
it could be. Yeah, it's soft actually. Yeah.
Yeah, that's bark. That's
It
where
it looked like a filler.
Yeah.
But I think I want to come down below that crack there. Can you see that one? No, you can't.
Not
probably.
Quite. No.
No, there's a crack, all 5 mil down, going in line with it, and it'll never look. It'll look as though I've made a mistake. So we're going to take it below that, which actually I think will sort that out. Because
Brian's just saying enough of the lid. He's obviously not too impressed.
No, I don't want to talk about that one. No, I can understand that, Brian.
Yeah, exactly. Ben Jammins joined us. Hi, Ben.
I can feel that soft bit coming round.
Yeah, it does turn funny. Doesn't do the tools a lot. It does turn funny and doesn't do the tools a lot of good either. It takes the edge off.
Yeah, it's quite a bit got to come out of there. It's right down to that knot, basically. It's another 3 mil there. but I've got more than 3mm here to come out, so we're all right. Let's try coming at it from this end. Ah, that's it. We've got some timber coming through now. The extension of that knot. Good. And the crack around there is very nearly gone. Just that much left. Oh, it's all shaping up rather well. That should have got rid of that.
Gaz, in my personal opinion, and I think Andy will echo this, yew is one of the best woods to turn for a finish. It does give a nice mirror
absolutely
finish.
love it. And I don't know if you can see, yes, you can see that colour on there, can't you? Look at that. I mean, it's just stunning.
And it's fairly local to us as well. This was only taken down on the South Downs.
Which is always a nice feeling, isn't it? So I'm now all right to leave that as the rim. It's going to have a slight crack in it there, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that too much. Just going to sand this edge. It's a little bit sharp. That's better. I just found my hand was just touching it, so better safe than sorry.
It's surprising what an edge you can get on you as well.
Yeah. It gives you a knife cut, doesn't it, basically?
You've got 36 watching you, with only 17 thumbs up at the moment, but I generally hit the thumbs up on the way out or just as it's finishing.
Yeah.
Just to make sure I enjoyed it. And I want to see some more.
Feels as though that's bouncing in the middle there for some reason. Oh yeah, it's knots and all sorts. I'm going to use a slightly heavier tool, I think. Let's see how that goes.
Turn your tool rest in a fraction.
Yep, I can do now.
Michael McEwen's joined us. Good morning, one and all. So I should imagine he's in over the pond, is he?
I would think so.
Yeah. Yes, you don't need to apologise that you were a bit slow with the thumbs. Like I say, I leave it to nearly the end most times, but it does give you an indication as to when other turners are on as well. add you into the algorithm. And it's always nice to see the thumbs up, but I don't get hung up on it.
It's feeling a bit better in the middle. Let's have a look. Yes, there's a lot right in the middle. You can't. Yes, you can see it. That black line.
Yep. Don't get picky.
No, it's got one going this way and another one going that way. It's interesting.
It's you. Little branches everywhere.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
Michael McEwen well across the pond and across the continent, so he's the further side.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's getting a bit warm.
Welcome anyway, Mike. Rob's just put a comment in there from SK's video. He loved all the witches people made for the video. Well done all that made them. I think
Some of them were very, absolutely amazing. Some of them.
A lot of work gone into some of them.
Yeah, they're all nice, but some people really.
Yeah, 3-minute witch look a bit tame, and
some had really gone overboard with them, haven't they?
Yeah.
Mm.
That's your bread and butter, though, Robbo, isn't it? Balusters and newel posts. You don't do hobby turning bowls like we do. Brian's doing Robbo's
I decided to do a bowl myself today because I haven't done one for a while.
Yeah. Brian's doing.
Sorry, given the option, I tend to go for spindle orientation, I must admit.
Robbo's saying that he's going to try to make a spiked star in a sphere.
Good luck.
Okay. Yeah. That could well be interesting, Rob.
It's got to be Rob CP, yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting hot. It's getting very warm.
Putting too much weight against it.
I'm not really pushing that hard, but I suppose a reasonable size cut, but
So Clint's saying that they're making 392 balusters for a house right now. The shop that he works in has got a Nova lathe with a duplicator on it. So
All right.
that's not really hand turning, is it?
No, cheating, isn't it?
It's cheating a bit, but if you've got 392, good luck to you, mate. It's obviously a good income.
What am I hitting now? Something very lumpy in there. Oh, it's that bit in there.
Heart of a branch.
Yes, I think it is.
Between two.
And it goes right between right across the middle.
Mm.
So, yeah, no, I think that's what it is. So it's throwing my cut. Do very fine cuts and get it back again. Feel it vibrating. So much for going slowly. I think I'll speed it up a bit and see what happens. That's better.
It didn't sound so bouncy either.
No, that's better. Oh yeah, much better. A little bit there. Still a bit rough, but I'm nowhere near down to depth. So. Miles away, I think. They're halfway down.
We're turning by Barry's just woken up and joined us. Hi, Barry. I tend to agree with you, Robbo. Robbo's saying to Clint, my duplicator is on the end of my arms. Laughing out loud. Yeah.
Yeah. Surprising after you've done a couple how accurately you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel almost. Don't know how thin I can go with this. Give that some thought, I suppose.
I wouldn't have thought you'd wanted to go much thinner, would you?
I don't think it wants to go much more. No, I was just thinking that I think it's pushing my luck with some of the bits I've got in it. I think to get to go much thinner, I'll obviously take it out down there because it's sloping away. But yeah, no, I think the rim is about the right thickness. I feel as though I'm wearing most of this.
It's clean where I am. Don't you go taking it indoors either.
I shall probably. Somebody will be having words with me if I do.
Exactly, yeah.
Let's get in there. That's looking nice. Can have a little bit of there.
There's a big no in there from the boss, mate. So you better be better behave.
That cut's much easier coming outwards. That middle bit.
Mm-hmm. Ben's come up with a novel way of getting rid of the shavings from your clothes, Andy, but I know it won't work for you or me. He says taking a 20-minute jog, alternatively the blower on the shop vac.
Let's be realistic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 20 minutes, you'd be lucky to get 2 minutes out of me.
I was going to say 20 minutes. I can't walk that long. Well, I can go a bit deeper.
Yeah, Robbo's got the right one. The compressor outside.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let the breeze take it away because we've got a little bit of breeze today down here in West Sussex. Yeah, I think I agree with you there, Alison.
What was that?
You jogging? I think not.
No, let's not be silly about it.
Yeah.
It takes so long for all the bits to stop moving, doesn't it?
Well, it does at air age, yeah. Barry Fitcher's come in with a question.
Mhm.
At what stage, if at all, would you use a scraper on the bottom of the bowl?
Fairly soon. I did use a scraper on the outside just to get rid of tool marks and to finish it off a bit before I sanded. And the same would apply in here if I need to.
Yeah. I would echo
It's
the
not-
same answer, basically.
Yeah, it's not quite so difficult on the inside because you're using the bevel all the time. As you're going around the outside, it's far more difficult to get a really straight, smooth finish. But having said that, you can do it. That's not bad. I'm pretty sure I've got a lot more depth I can take off yet.
So if you can get away without using the scraper, Barry,
Yeah,
it's far easier.
it's favourite because you get a
It's
better finish off the
favourite,
tool.
Yeah, and Rob CP's dropped a question in here.
Mhm.
If anyone can answer this, good. He's struggling to drill a 3mm hole in HSS. Should I have high speed on my drill? I think the answer to that is you need low speed on your drill, and
Low
you
speed,
need
yeah.
a lubricant.
A lubricant, yeah, 'cause a bit of oil, some sort.
Yeah,
Yeah,
WD-40 or a thin oil, 3-in-1.
Yeah, well, yeah, cooking oil will do it. I mean, almost anything. But you do need to lubricate it, otherwise it'll overheat and it'll give you, well, it'll take all the temper out of
And
the.
if you're running on high speed, it'll just dull the drill straight away.
Yeah, it just almost melts it.
Mm.
So definitely rub. Yep.
So that answers that one. And Michael McEwen's come back in, and since the wife and I have retired, we've been walking 6 or 7 k's a day when
That
not
sounds
raining,
careless.
of course. Yeah. When
You want to
I
look
can do
after
that
your
in
shoe
the
leather.
car. Yeah, I can do that in the car
Yeah,
quite
absolutely.
easily.
No, I don't do walking particularly. That's getting better now. Getting better.
Clint has come in on
Mhm.
Rob's question. You have to use a carbide tip drill, Boschmaker set. Do you?
I've used high-speed steel and it works.
Yeah, so have I, but you need a good sharp drill. And sharp drill, whatever you're drilling, is the answer.
Yes, absolutely.
But carbide would make it easier, shall we say?
Yeah, I mean your drill's not going to go blunt so quickly, is it?
No. Depends how many holes you want, Rob. If you only want the one, it's worth struggling and sharpening it a couple of times.
HSS bit, yep.
Yeah, if you've got a dozen, might be worth thinking about a carbide tipped bit. And they're not the same profile as a carbide tipped masonry bit.
No.
So don't go trying to drill it.
Try one of them; they don't work.
No, you would spend a week and still not get through.
Not trying to cut steel with a bolster, that is. That, I think, is getting very near. I've got a lump there, which I need to get rid of. Where's that? Just there.
You've got some nice colour in that bottom now.
That's some gorgeous colour, yeah.
Yeah.
Keep watching, Barry. I think it's getting close.
So now is the time for the scraper.
Yeah, because I've got a slight tool mark there, which a scraper will get rid of quite nicely. And I'm not going to tinker with that too much longer because that's looking really quite nice. God, these shavings go everywhere, don't they?
Except indoors.
Indoors, yeah. Yeah, honest, dear. I must get myself one of those big. I was watching Brian using his last night. His big scraper, round-ended scraper. I think I need one of those.
But you've got one. You've got the
Oh, I have, haven't
Simon
I?
Hope one.
You're absolutely right. Let me dig that
Yeah.
out. That will be perfect
Yeah.
for this. I ran out of room in my rack, so I chucked them all in the drawer down here, and I tend to forget I've got them. There it is. Put the handle on it.
Rob's saying he's got lots of holes to drill, so he's going to look for some carbides on eBay.
Yeah, carbides, yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Either eBay or Amazon. Right, now this is a proper scraper.
Proper scraper. Good heavy one.
Negative rake.
Yep. It doesn't bounce. It's far too heavy to bounce. And it's fitting this curve really nicely. See all right? Yeah, more or less.
Well, we can see enough. As long as you're in a safe position.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, Sid's off. We'll watch the rest later. Thanks, Sid. Seeing you were the first in, I think you can be one of the earlier ones to go.
Yes, he was
just been over the hour now, mate.
An hour before we started, so.
Yeah. So you've just been over the hour, and you've still got 34 watching.
All right, and I've nearly done as much as I'm going to do because I want to be able to mount it on the lathe to finish it. Because I want to fill those holes, those cracks. So I should just sand the inside. And I think that's pretty much there then. Oh no, it's not. Where's that come from? Okay. Just seeing another groove that I didn't know was there.
Take one out and put two in.
Oh, no, I didn't actually put it in. It wasn't showing because of all the other grooves, and the scraper, because of the radius of the scraper, missed it.
So Darren's just joined us. Hi everyone. Better late
Hello,
than
Darren.
never. Yep. But at least you can watch it back, Darren.
Yep.
But,
it'll stay unedited.
Yep. Thank you for coming in.
Because I haven't mastered editing yet.
No, I've got no ambition to do that, I'm afraid.
No, I haven't actually. If I'm honest, I'd rather leave it as it is, warts and all. You know, I'm not ashamed of anything particularly. If I'm making a mistake, then everybody can learn from it. So, that's better. Excuse me. God, I'm in a mess here. Get the Hoover ready. I'm coming in. No, that's lovely. That's nice. I think I'm happy with that. There's my sanding
with
doofer.
some paper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shouldn't need too much. I'm going to start with 100, I think.
Extractor.
Oh yeah. Good batting, think, man. I would have realised when I saw all the dust wafting up towards my nose.
Yeah. But I didn't want you coughing in my ear again either.
You're lucky my cough seems to have subsided a bit while I've been doing this.
Yeah. So for the late arrivals, Andy started off with 3 bits of wood, and the chat had a choice, and the chat decided that they wanted to see the middle piece turned. So we're on the middle piece, so the small and the large piece have been returned to the rack for another day.
Oh yes, they won't be wasted.
No, Martin Shepherd's off. Thanks for stopping by, Martin.
Bye, Martin. Thanks for coming along.
Possibly see you at club.
Yes, we've got Stuart, haven't we?
Stuart after the AGM.
Stuart Farini, I think, yeah, doing a demo. I think. Yep, that's coming up nicely. What I will do is I'll put a bit of sanding sealer on this just so you can see the colour.
Oh yes, yeah, that
won't stop me doing anything.
No. Particularly if it's a spray-on one.
Yeah, I've got spray on ones. Yep. Yes, it goes on nice and thinly and it won't actually cause a problem, so. Because I'm going to have to redo some of these bits. But not on the inside, I won't. When I take that, the mortise off, because I will be taking the mortise off.
Mm-hmm.
And the mortise has held beautifully in spite of that split across the bottom. So I'm pleased to say. That's it. Right, get rid of the dust in the grain. Oh, that hasn't. Oh, can't reach. Got it. I don't usually use meths for this, but since I happen to have some and my compressor's not turned on, I shall get rid of the dust with this.
Mm-hmm. That'll make it shout anyway.
Yes, that's right.
2 different bits of wood.
Look at that. Beautiful.
So is that slightly purple in the bottom, or is it?
There's a bit of purple round the edges there and across the middle. Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Little bit, tiny bit purple. It's grey. It's a grey purple, but it's rather nice. Let's make it a bit more permanent. Then I can take it off the lathe and show you acrylic sanding sealer. That'll do. Sufficient unto the day. Right, so that obviously is nowhere near the finish it will be, but you can see some idea of what the colour is.
Be
in
more
there.
depth when you get there later, won't there?
It'll have a lot more depth. It'll go a bit more brown than that, but it is rather nice. There's a nice brown patch on that edge, and similarly underneath on that edge. That's rather a nice one with that knot in it as well.
Yeah.
So no, I think that's turned out very nicely. But I particularly like the inside, which of course is the bit that matters.
Yes, it's the bit you see all the time, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely. Yep. And we've avoided all the rough bits. It's just got that one crack there on the underneath. But I think because there are so many,
doesn't look too bad.
it doesn't look too bad. It's a little bit. To me, it's a bit more obvious than it looks there. But I think if it was closed, it would be all right. You know, if it's sort of healed over. And I think I could just fill that with something. In fact, I might even use a pale coloured filler to fill that, to match in with the sapwood. This sort of colour. I've got some sitting on my shelf. I might just do that. Sorry, whoops. Where are we? Get your finger going in the right direction. Yeah, that.
Pull it back.
Yeah, that bit there, and possibly across the base, but only up to where this where this mark starts. Just there. Start from there and come across the middle. Just in a light coloured filler, because the crack up here doesn't matter in the darker bit. You can see where it does go up to that knot.
Yeah.
But it's not actually causing a problem up there. So I think we'll just fill that other bit. So that's something I should do. That can go right across to the bottom here as well. So that'll be rather, because that's all I've got to fill. That's actually come up better than I thought it might. It's got other holes in it, which I'm not bothered about. There's
it's wood. Knot. It's natural.
Yeah,
it's been growing for God knows how many years.
That knot there has got quite a big hole in it.
Right.
If you can see, just
right
there.
Yeah. You're just off the bottom of the screen.
No, up here. There.
Yeah, well, we can't see it. Show it to the camera.
I am. It's in the middle of my screen.
That's better. I can see it now. Yeah.
That bit just there is a sort of 3 mil deep hollow, but I'm not too worried about that because it's natural. It's just part of the timber. Good. Okie doke. Any more questions from anybody? Nice bowl, Andy. Enjoy your jog. Ho ho, Ben. It is a pretty wood. You're quite right, Doug.
Yeah, Alice put in their beautiful pattern. Unfortunately, Andy didn't have any dealings with that.
No, it's just the way it was. I've just exposed it.
Yeah.
It is hard working backwards, Darren. Just trying to point to things on when the camera's all back to front for you. It's not like
you
looking in the mirror.
automatically go the wrong way, don't you? Yeah.
That's right. Always. Yeah. Michael McHugh, very nice bowl, Andy. Good job. Thank you. Oh, and Keith's link is on there for Thursday night.
Yeah, I just dropped that in again. Thank you.
And Alison says she'll send him out now on his run. Well, I'll go around the corner and stand there and wait and come back again.
Wait for 3/4 of an hour, at least.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, it was 100 yards. Yeah, 3/4 of an hour should do it. Yeah.
You could always walk over the road to John.
Yeah, go and have a chat with him. That always takes 3/4 of an hour. Yep. He does like a chat. It's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
We've got some nice comments coming in there.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, you would like to on the way out. It looks like most of you have done it now because there's 35 thumbs up and there's only 31 watching. So, I'm sure Andy appreciates that.
I do indeed. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
It does make it a bit easier for us and makes it worthwhile. We don't get any subsidies from any of the suppliers. The tools are our own. All the finishes are our own.
Yes, I've never approached anybody for any subsidies, but nobody's approached me either. So I'm quite happy to do it on my own.
We can use whatever we like and whenever we like.
And it's for me, it's a hobby which I thoroughly enjoy doing, and I think one should be prepared to finance a hobby, to be honest, which I am prepared to do. So, excuse me, Alison may have a different view on that, but hey, we won't worry about that.
Yeah, he's not listening at the moment.
Oh, good. Oh dear, excuse me.
She's standing at the window with her witch's broom, mate. Give you a good beating.
Yeah, I can't see her.
No.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, drink. That's what I need. I even covered it over to keep the shavings out of it. Oh, that's better. Good. Well, thank you everybody for coming along, and see you all again on Thursday, hopefully.
Hopefully see you Thursday, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye for now.
Bye. Be good.